Hello guys, yes, I'm back. It's been a long time. I know I'm getting lazier and lazier. This is like one video every 3 months now, but here I am with the ultimate big box set. This is probably the second biggest box set I've ever got since the Harry Potter, the giant sort of cube one with all the drawers. Now this one's had a big hoo-ha about it because originally when they released it on a websites, they were saying $800, which in pounds is about £700, and then it slowly went down and down and down, and I found out at a bargain price at a slightly miscast lead on Amazon UK. They were advertising it as this set but as a DVD set. Now I already knew that was wrong because I saw the videos and it was all showing exactly this picture, which is all in Blu-ray with DVDs. And it's correct. If you've got the original gold box set with the ring on it, or the Hobbit one, the extras are in DVDs, the films are in Blu-ray. So I managed to get it for $270, which I know is a load, but compared to every other website, this is the cheapest of the lot, including the other slightly more expensive websites of Germany and of France. In fact, I was so desperate to get it, I was ordering from all of them, and every time I found it cheaper at another reliable website, I knocked it down again. And eventually I cancelled and I landed up with a UK one. And I've got it a day early, so which is good, so it means I've got time to have a little look at it. So there it is, this is it. £270, wow, doesn't that look like it's worth the money? No! Anyway, let's go, shall we? So, it's heavy as hell, and the reason it's heavy as hell is because of this this wooden shelf that you see. Now, it's not chipboard, it's actually, I don't know what wood it is, but it's a solid wood anyway. And if you want to buff it up a bit more so it looks a bit nicer, which I will do, use some liming wax, and what it enhances the grain and gives it a slightly more golden tan to it. I know you shouldn't have to do that for the price, but with any wood, you know, like my oak furniture and stuff, it really makes it look even better, and I'm going to do that anyway, so no matter what. Now the one thing I like, this is for me the Lord of the Rings, forget the Hobbit, Hobbit's good but it's not Lord of the Rings, is I love the trilogy, and they're done in book style. So if I pick one out, let's start with the Fellowship of the Ring, which is for me my favourite of all the movies, or the favourite of the Lord of the Rings, and definitely favourite more than the Hobbit films, the Fellowship of the Ring. So if we take it out, it does look like a book. If you can see this, it's all debossed. There we go, look at that. And it's proper leather bound as well, so it's leather bound, it's imprinted with gold finishing, and it's done really nice. It's a lovely quality, it's really smooth but it's thick at the same time. There's the binder, number 4, and on the back you've got the Mines of Moria, you know, the one that only shows up at night time and finds the path through the sunlight, or sunlight through the moonlight, and there you go, woohoo! Really nice. It even looks like a book from the top, even though it's obviously thicker pages, a bit like the Harry Potter ones. If you recall them, they sort of look like open pamphlet books. So I've opened one up, nice little golden leaf, the Hobbit ones. Oh, I like a leaf. It's quite easy at the minute in autumn time, there's leaves everywhere. You get a nice picture of Baggins, film number 4. And if you open it up again, then you've got all the discs. I'm not going to go over the discs because the discs are exactly the same ones as you've bought in the golden box set, or you bought separately as it is. They're exactly the same, they just change the front packaging on them. Nothing else has changed, exactly the same shit. So there we go, which is a shame because I'd love to have seen maybe retouches of the Lord of the Rings movies. There are retouches of special effects that do need doing. But no, it's the same. But it's on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, no, it's not 4K, which would have been really a double bonus. And they open it as pages, and each page obviously has pictures of everything that's on there from the movie. Obviously, this one is the one with the Nazgul in the forest before Buckleberry Ferry. Then you've got the can I open that one open up? Yes, that one does open up as well. They're quite new. There's the Council of Elrond, And so forth. Well, you know the stuff. Saruman, that's quite nice. Another one in the Mines of Moria, my favourite sequence of all the Lord of the Rings films, and so forth, all the way to the end with the DVD extras, which, as you know, with so many of them, it actually takes hours and hours to do. So that's book 1, really, really nice. Book 2, Two Towers, excellent. Here's the I've forgotten the notes. I haven't seen these films in a long time. The oh no, I've forgotten all of it. I can't even remember the dude with the slightly tinted green beard that sits on the Edoras, and he's all green with worm tongues and stuff. But anyway, there we go. Again, obviously all embossed, but they're obviously different designs. This one's design is of really nice, actually, really, really nice. Is it Orthanc? No, Orthanc is Saruman. I'm so rusty. Barad-dûr with the Eye of Sauron. Actually, saying that, Two Towers, there's Orthanc in the background, so that's nice. And again, you've got all these lovely illustration booklets. Really, really nice. Cool, as you like. Really nice. Everyone's done really nicely. I'm really pleased with it. This is the first time I'm looking at it, by the way, so I'm talking to you as I'm speaking about it now, and I sound very excited too, because it is one of my favourite films, so to have it in a good edition is really nice. There we are, Minas Tirith, the real focal point of The Return of the King. A great, great battle movie. Excellent stuff. Return of the King. Excellent. So many monsters in this movie. It's unreal. The bad, the dead, those giants, because call them, they're the same as AT-ATs in Star Wars in a way, aren't they? And so forth. You've got the slightly, yeah, she's not the most attractive character for the. Anyway, never mind. We're not going to go into that. Falcons and at the very end of the movie, and the hobbits getting the ceremony, and so forth, and saying goodbye. So yeah, there we go. Damn, I'm rusty. I can't even talk about the movies anymore like I used to. And then we got the worst movie of the 6. I'll dare anyone say that this isn't, because it really is. The Unexpected Journey, really disappointing for me. It's such an average movie. It's unreal. The Hobbit, childish, bad monsters in it. Too drawn out, just for the case of basically making 3 movies instead of 2, really, that spoilt it. If it was made into 2 movies, I think both film 3 and 1 would have been a lot better. It didn't need to be the way it was. However, Desolation of Smaug was a very, very good movie, and if anything, just a teeny smidgen behind the 3 Lord of the Rings films. Much better movie. I didn't show you what was on the back of this one, and it's all the elves and Gandalf up the front. Really, really nice. I love Turkin turning around, actually looking at the back for the first time. What's that? That's the caves inside the Lonely Mountain. Really, really nice as well. Wow, the designs of these are really, really nice. This is serious battle, this movie. If anything, a bit too much battle fatigue in the Battle of Five Armies. It's pretty much a battle movie the whole way through, with a badly cast Brian or Billy Connolly in it. What's that? But in my, I'm looking at. Oh yeah, it's the that desolated place where Sauron is, isn't it? Maybe not the best choice for the back, and it didn't count out too well. There you go. There's your shelf. Inside, I believe there's a couple of things. If I can just pull them out. So we got the book. Now this is bigger than the book that the Bilbo Baggins journal that I've got on my wooden box set of the trilogy of the Hobbit film. If you look back, it's one of my most popular viewed videos, and it's got one that's exactly like this, but a bit smaller. Right, it's all tied up. It's just nice, interesting. So let's untie this up. See what we got inside. So open it up, and unlike the other one, which didn't really have much in it, we got a picture of Bilbo. It's a nice paper, actually, it's done, and the same thing that was on the original one. And as we go through it, I guess it's all different illustrations, really nicely done. Well, there's the maps, can take that out actually. Yeah, that it comes out too. So you get, it's basically a big journal of artwork. And done really, really nicely. Gandalf there as well. Then you've got all of the line of the dwarfs. And then you're going through all the dwarf characters that are obviously in it. And saying all their names as well. Which I'm sure you'll recognise. So this is pretty much the Hobbit journal rather than the Lord of the Rings. That's a really good picture. Elrond, frown face himself, Mr. Smith. You've got the swords, if you're familiar with the swords or you're a sword collector. Bjorn, who turns into the giant bear. Another map of Middle-earth, a full map of Middle-earth. There we go, with all the elves now from the Dark Forest. And the really comical character. Quite funny once he gets to Lake Town with him. He's a funny, nasty little shit. Bit like, reminds me of the shit in... the Mummy film, you remember, the Stephen Sommers movie. So it's a shame that this isn't Lord of the Rings based, and this is just a book journal of The Hobbit only. But I suppose if it's Bilbo's journal, it will be about Bilbo rather than Frodo. We're moving on, and Gandalf the White, and this actually looks more familiar of Lord of the Rings. So I was talking about that, and then now all of a sudden we got Lord of the Rings, and a lot of these pictures you'll recognise, I recognise, are exactly the same pictures that come up with the cast titles at the end of Return of the King. They're exactly the same pictures when that song was played. So it's nice. So I'm glad about that. I'm glad they do illustrations of the Lord of the Rings in it too, because obviously that's my movie. That's the one that I wanted. There's Edoras. And look, you've even got Shelob in the background there, and I'm missing some pages. I do apologise. It's a bit difficult one-handed to use this. I know some people are good with one hand in certain aspects privately, but we're not. We're talking about the movie here. And then you open them up, and we get to the very end. Oh, very nice. So there you go. That was worth £100 on that bit alone. and I don't know what this is. Some flob thing to finish it off. Just a few little prints. Just a few. Literally, it is just a few, isn't it? 2. I thought they could have given me a bit more. Original sketch. Okay, so it's the original sketch that's been reprinted on a printer. For the price of this box set, I would have liked to have, maybe some personal signatures put in them. I know they only made so many, so they can't really do that. But that's it, guys. Wow, it's a good box set. Is it worth the money? I don't know. For me, Lord of the Rings, yes it is, because I think these are done brilliantly. Obviously you get the movies, especially you haven't had them before, and they're done illustrated. I cannot emphasise how nicely these are done. These are books, basically. They're well done books, and they're done really, really nicely. I like some extras. This artwork book is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It reminds me very much of the Indiana Jones box set. But then again, that box set only costs like £60. Whereas this one costs £270. And that's the cheapest I could find it. So go on eBay, it's £400 and more. But there you go. You wanted to see it. I've now shown it to you. It's totally up to you whether you think it's worth the money or it's not. Little... cut squares done in the insides, by the way, on both of them, slightly different on either side. Is there anything on the inside? No. Is there anything underneath? All we get is the limited edition 6-film Middle-earth box set, which is, don't be fooled, it says made in China. Oh dear, isn't that a familiar story? And it's only a sticker, it hasn't been burnt on or anything like that. Oh, they're kind enough to give you little fuzzy felt bits on the end. All of a sudden I'm tarnishing everyone's deed of liking this. Overall, yeah, I do like it. It is one of my better box sets. Don't get as much with it, but presentation wise, you get an awful lot. It's a great, great movies, and if you love Lord of the Rings, it's worth it. If you don't like Lord of the Rings, just buy the normal box set. If you don't already own it, which I already do, so it's totally up to you what your decision is. But there you go, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Thank you very much. I've got so many steelbooks, but I just don't do videos on them now. It's just I don't know, I just can't get around to it. But I do have 3 superb models coming up, which I'm going to do videos of just before Christmas when they arrive in. And a Magnificent 7 box set, which I believe is out in January too. But until then, see you later, and thanks for hanging out with me. Leave your comments, worth it or not. Probably going to say no. A few enthusiasts would say yes, but hey, for me, it's a yes. Anyway, see you all later. Cheers.